What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a review video of a customer that we helped build out the Tacoma. It's still a work in progress, but there are a lot of things that have been done that I think we should go over so you can kind of see another option of how to build out a Tacoma, especially if you daily drive it and still want to be able to camp out of it. So let's just jump into it. On the front of the vehicle, we switched basically to all amber lighting. Amber is a great way to have less reflection. Your eyes don't pick it up as much, but you still get the decent amount of light output for night driving, especially off-road, snow, dust kind of conditions. In the fog lights, we went with the Morimoto 4-bangers, and then up on the ditch lights, we went with Dynamics SS3 purely because of the DRL function. That you can have them turned on for the person in front of you, can kind of see an indication of where you're at, and just purely due to the light output for both. Grill wise, aesthetic wise, in the front, we swapped into a Pro Grill with a blacked out insert, some grill lights that really help kind of the blacked out look of the overall truck. Switching to the side and I guess more of the substantial upgrades that set this build apart. We went with an Icon suspension, 2.5 reservoirs with adjustables. The adjustable suspension, the biggest benefit to it is being able to tighten up the suspension while you're daily driving, and then able to loosen it up while you're off-roading, so you have better dampening, a little bit more of a comfortable ride. The most comfort you're going to get out of them, though, is purely through airing down while you're off-roading, but this is a fantastic start to just a more overall comfortable ride, more reliable on the off-road scene. For upper control arms, we did Dirt King upper control arms with the Uniball. This is a really strong upper control arm that if you are doing some heavier off-roading through rocks and whatnot, you don't have to worry about breaking the ball joint, and just the overall longevity of it. It does have a little bit of maintenance, cleaning out the top of it, but other than that, fantastic product. In the back, we also did the 2.5 reservoirs, and then we ended up adding a Boise Springworks 3-inch lift. The reason we went with the Boise Springworks, instead of like an Icon or another brand, it allows for more weight. This customer is planning to have a fridge and a few other accessories in the rear, and has a larger tent, and therefore allowing the truck still to have a little bit of rake when daily driving, and then sitting at about level when they're fully loaded up and ready to go camping. The rack that we went with is an extrusion Overland rack. This rack is extremely modular in the fact that it can fit any vehicle. You can cut them down to size, height, width. They're very, very customizable, and the amount of accessories that they have for these racks is awesome. So this rack does come with the side supports. It can be added in or in addition to a type of cover that can slide in and out. They have panels like this that you can mount stuff to. Basically an endless amount of mounting options. It makes it super easy to add accessories like the chase lights that we added in for the we added SS2 Dynamics. They do have a DRL in them, so that when there isn't dust, he can run a DRL, but when there is dust and at light, he can actually turn on the light. These lights are also great for camping scenic light. In the bed, they haven't arrived yet, but we are adding just basically like a mood lighting or like scenic lighting within the bed. The Dynamics also has, it's basically a rock light that we're going to be adding into the bottom side of the rack, that when you are camping, it is dark, you're able to flip on those lights and be able to see what stuff's in the back of your bed. iCamper tent, he brought this in. This is a large tent. He wanted it to be able to fit over the cab with the proper amount of clearance over the cab, and the extrusion Overland rack allowed us to be able to accompany this size of a tent on a short bed Tacoma. For electronic stuff, we installed his WeBoost. This is a great product for if you are up in the mountains and are looking for extra cellular signal in places that you don't get much. This is a great booster that is easy to mount, decently easy to install, and allows for communication when you are up camping and out a little bit further from people in general. Coming in on the inside, we did an Expedition Essentials mount to mount all the toys, Switch Pro system that we installed for all the accessories, and then RAM mounts to use for a phone holder to mount the Switch Pro controller, and then the Midland radio. I'm gonna pop the trunk so I can show you guys kind of what the Switch Pro system looks like and how we installed it. So if you're looking to do a similar setup or have us do it, this is kind of what you'll be looking at getting. Cool. So this is kind of the brain of the operation. Getting a good control system, whether that be an aux beam that's a little bit cheaper option or a Switch Pro. Both have their capabilities and price points. This is definitely a higher price point, but the features and overall quality of the product is much better. So we use an MT mounting solution for all the goodies. The Switch Pro allows you to control all of your accessories Bluetooth. You can program stuff into it. Great customer support, and just overall a better electrical setup. This is kind of what that setup looks like. We're able to mount it into the side of the wall. Holds all of the bus bars, fuses, and everything in general for all your electrical. There are 8 and 12 panel options. So if you're planning to add a lot of accessories, 12, I would say 8 is the most popular. I don't know if you need more than 8 accessories if you're just a weekend warrior. If you're truly overlanding, I could see the 12 panel being an option, but this is an excellent setup, super clean. You don't have to worry about issues on the long run. And yeah, so overall, the last thing that we did to this vehicle is we did tune it with the added weight, a little bit bigger of a tire size, an Overland torque tune or Taylor tune. It has been a fantastic upgrade for these vehicles. It eliminates the gear shifting when adding this weight, increases your throttle response, so while you're up in the mountains going over rocks and whatnot, the power is right there instead of it being lagged like the stock vehicles. And then just the gear shifting when getting to your destinations on the freeway helps the vehicle not downshift and shoot the RPMs through the roof. It's going to help stay in 5th and more likely 6th gear when level ground and getting out to your spot. Overall, this is probably one of the better, if not best, builds for a daily. And the accessories on it are top notch. They're going to last the lifetime of the vehicle and are just overall good products for the overlanding scene and camping scene. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If there is a specific part of this truck that you'd like to see in detail, also drop that in the comments. But other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.